Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to meet some incredible talents. People who push past boundaries and make the impossible look easy. All right, let's dive in. A massive log truck slowly rolled along, the roar of its engine tearing apart the silence of the forest. The massive truck was loaded with rough logs, towering like giant masts, towering above the lush green foliage. Each log was a story of the forest, now brought to light to begin a new journey. The car is not just a vehicle, but also a part of this majestic landscape. It winds along the muddy trail, sometimes making challenging inclines over rocky slopes. A rugged off-road truck was struggling to climb the hill. Each turn of the wheels crunched into the hillside, creating deep ruts in the rocky ground. The engine roared, like the panting of a monster trying to conquer the challenge. The large tires dug into the ground, churning up rocks and debris as it fought against gravity. The engine roared loudly, like a monster trying its best to conquer the hilltop. Rugged off-road trucks, specially modified to conquer any challenge, roared their engines at the starting line. The air was thick with the smell of gasoline and mud. This was off-road mud racing, where strength, skill, and steely spirit were tested to the utmost. Starting signal sounded, the steel monsters charged forward, their wide tires digging into the thick mud. Water and mud were sprayed into the air, covering the cars and spectators. The roar of the engines drowned out the cheers as the drivers struggled to control their vehicles through deep ruts and slippery slopes. Each giant truck, modified to conquer any terrain, roared to the cheers of the spectators. At the starting signal, they plunged into the thick mud puddles, splashing water and dirt into the air. The thorny wheels spun, biting into the slushy mud, trying to find the grip to propel the vehicle forward. There are breathtaking moments when a car gets stuck, its wheels buried in the mud, requiring assistance from other cars or a breakthrough solution from the driver. The engine fumes, the smell of mud and gasoline combine to create a characteristic atmosphere of excitement and determination. This is where real drivers show their mettle, controlling their monsters to overcome all muddy obstacles. Every rev of the engine, every turn of the wheel is an effort to win. The mud truck competition is not just a form of entertainment, but a testament to the perseverance, passion, and ability to conquer challenges of humans and machines. Not on smooth asphalt roads, dangerous obstacles. Trucks, impressively modified, with monster tires and beefed-up suspension, roared loudly as they plunged into deep mud puddles. Mud was sprayed everywhere, covering both the driver and the vehicle, but that only added to the excitement. Every acceleration, every turn of the wheel was a spectacular display of skill and grit. The huge truck, loaded with heavy oak and ironwood logs, was writhing through the muddy road like a steel monster. Every turn of the wheels was a fierce battle, mud splashed and stuck to the body of the truck. The roar of the engine tore apart the silence of the deep forest as it tried to push the heavy load forward bit by bit. Each vehicle is not just a means of transportation, but a steel fortress that carries tons of earth and rock. They crush all obstacles, overcome rough terrain, steep slopes, or muddy puddles without flinching. The powerful engine sound, the sound of tires rubbing against the earth and rocks, along with the dust kicked up after each trip, all create a symphony of strength and will.
rất là khó. Theo cái định hướng Việt Nam và các nước khác cũng như là Nam
It was not simply carrying timber, but also carrying huge, heavy tree trunks, with rough barks that still smelled of tree resin and forest soot. Each large log, carefully stacked on top of each other, formed a solid block, symbolizing strength and resilience. Imagine a powerful machine, a true giant of the forest. That is the log transport truck. More than just a vehicle, each truck is a living legend, carrying the mission of transporting ancient trees from the depths of the forest to the outside world. Off-road truck is galloping over every obstacle with a majestic look. The treaded tires grip every rock, every tree root, overcoming steep slopes or muddy puddles with spectacular ease. The engine roars, relentlessly pushing the vehicle forward, turning seemingly impassable roads into its own playground. An off-road truck is rolling, relentless. Every turn of the wheel is a testament to its power, overcoming every obstacle. It's not just moving, it's conquering every inch of land, every slope, every challenge the terrain presents. The roar of the engine fills the air, creating a symphony of resilience and endurance. An off-road truck rolls, relentlessly. Every turn of the wheel is a testament to its unwavering power. The vehicle glides, swallowing rough roads, steep slopes, and challenging ditches. Dust follows, creating a long, blurry trail, like a mark of conquest. A powerful tractor roars, pulling huge bundles of fresh bamboo through the dense forest. The sound of the engine blends with the sound of the bamboo rubbing against each other, creating a symphony of power and nature. Each heavy turn of the wheel crushes dry leaves and rotten branches, opening up a new trail. Not just a means of transportation, but a real warrior. The off-road truck does not hesitate to face any challenge, from deep mud roads to rugged cliffs or rushing streams. invulnerable giant container truck was now a walking torch. Thick black smoke billowed into the air, tearing the sky and engulfing the entire area. The fire raged fiercely, engulfing every part of the truck, turning the metal into scorched, twisted lumps. A rugged off-road truck with large, knobby tires roared up the steep hillside. Its engine roared with power, like a tiger in the jungle, pushing the massive block of steel over each obstacle. Mud and gravel flew everywhere as the tires gripped the ground, searching for every ounce of traction to keep from slipping.
Your time to beat is 5 minutes. Sorry.
A rugged off-road truck was galloping up the hill. The large wheels gripped every berm and rock as if defying gravity. The engine roared, strong and determined, pushing the massive block of steel over the steep slopes. A rugged off-road truck was devouring every inch of the hillside. The engine roared. The big tires gripped every stone and every root as if tearing the road to climb. Nothing could stop it, not even the steep slope or the challenging terrain. A truck was lurching down the road, almost sinking under the weight of its cargo. Every turn of the wheels was a great effort, the engine roaring as if tearing the air, trying to push the massive mass of metal and load forward. The truck was sinking deep into the thick mud, almost swallowed by the harshness of the terrain. Its wheels spun helplessly, kicking up black mud as if screaming for help. This was more than just a stranded vehicle. This was a fight for survival, where the power of steel and engine faced the confinement of Mother Earth. The stage is set for the mud truck race. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation. The cheers of the audience blend with the roar of the giant machines. Each truck, modified to become a real monster, rushes into the terrifying challenge. The flooded mud terrain. Mud flew everywhere as the spiky wheels dug into the soft soil. Engines screamed, black smoke billowed, and the brave drivers gripped the steering wheel, trying to keep their cars from sinking or getting stuck. This giant truck is not just a means of transportation. It is a powerful machine, born to conquer all roads and challenges. With the ability to transport super long and super heavy loads, it carries the mission of bringing great values. The car is not just a vehicle, but also a part of this majestic landscape. It winds along the muddy trail, sometimes making challenging inclines over rocky slopes.
Ноги, тянем спину, репку. Хрен с каждым разом все больше становится. Яма все глубже, глубже копается, чуть стягивает. Да. Почему сразу не разгружал прицеп? Стрела, одной колесе встал. Вот так вот чуть-чуть. Так ехал до последнего, что он пройдет мимо.
As the starting signal sounded, the steel monsters charged forward, their wide tires digging into the thick mud. Water and mud were sprayed into the air, covering the cars and spectators. The roar of the engines drowned out the cheers as the drivers struggled to control their vehicles through deep ruts and slippery slopes.
về nha, 10 hàng về nha, 3 em về một lúc nha. 3 xe bên anh em nhé.
The massive off-road truck roared as it climbed the steep slope. The large tires dug into the ground, churning up rocks and debris as it fought against gravity. The engine roared loudly, like a monster trying its best to conquer the hilltop. There are breathtaking moments when a car gets stuck, its wheels buried in the mud, requiring assistance from other cars or a breakthrough solution from the driver. The engine fumes, the smell of mud and gasoline combine to create a characteristic atmosphere of excitement and determination.
Ага. Что-то там хрустело. Тяжеловатый. 4 идет, буксует. Или он врачет 4. Все. Дом под пригон идет.
This is where real drivers show their mettle, controlling their monsters to overcome all muddy obstacles. Every rev of the engine, every turn of the wheel is an effort to win. The mud truck competition is not just a form of entertainment, but a testament to the perseverance, passion, and ability to conquer challenges of humans and machines. Thank you for watching. I hope these moments will help you relax after a stressful day at work. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye, and see you again.